Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare!
Hold up.
But imagine us like crying our asses off at the finale, then doing a podcast and be like, oh my God. I'm gonna ugly cry my ass off. I feel like everybody's gonna be ready. Like, yeah, I mean, because we already, them Handon reunions fucked us up. Me and Israel was fucking crying our asses off. I don't know how I'm gonna like see like them, what did they say at the end? Like, and people were like, oh, that's bad. They don't have chemistry. No, bitch. It means that they had so much chemistry. They had to try every scene. They had to make sure that they were just it, and they were.
I'm not gonna cry.
You
guys heard that? You heard that right here. She said she's not gonna cry. We're gonna go back to this.
It's gonna be the first scene of Danielle on the screen. She's like, oh my fucking God! It's gonna be already crying, like stop. And I'm gonna be like, so true. to future Notch, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. I'm so sorry for you. Ready?
I don't think so. Is just trying to figure out her headphones.
Damn. So what? So honestly, I keep forgetting to like buy a fancy ass mic so I can be like give an ASMR just by accident. Like, you imagine how close a mic is? Like, just, yeah, top 10 out of 10. I gotta buy a mic though, seriously. I told everybody, I was like, yeah, guys, we're still gonna be live on the podcast after the show's done. We're gonna be giving you every show, especially First Kill. I even promoted First Kill on live today. I was like, yeah, it comes out June 10th. Make sure you watch and stream.
We plan on keeping the podcast alive.
We will be talking about that. We will be talking about First Kill. I wonder if we're gonna do like one episode each time though, or like a Danielle love confession.
Why is it always Danielle?
Because you're in love with Danielle.
Literally.
See? Fucking gay panic just thinking about her.
No,
because I was looking at a picture of her.
Uh-huh. Yep. We can do it though. It's fine. We've done it before. We can do it again.
We do it like 88 times, you know. Just one time appearance.
Yeah.
But we should do a space though, like when the show's done. Be like, hey,
yeah.
Nolly.
All right.
You ready, Is?
Yeah. Hey guys, this is.
Hey guys, it's Notch.
Hey, it's Robyn.
And today we're here to just give you a quick update about Legacies. Obviously, you haven't heard, Legacies was canceled about 2 weeks ago. And behind the scenes, we've been busting our ass to do, to promote the Legacy Renew petition and the GoFundMe billboard. We're going to be explaining some of that and also telling you about how important this show is because, once again, we're on hiatus. So Legacies will return to like June 3rd.
Which is next week. Yeah,
which is next week. So we wanted to give you guys a little rundown of what we've been doing behind the scenes in case you don't know.
Which is why we didn't have an episode last week, because we've been trying to work with Liz and Brew and a bunch of other Hizzies and, some of our Handons. Like, we've all gotten together to try to figure out how to save our show.
Yeah, it's been a challenging thing because like that day was so. It was a lot because every 5 minutes there was a show getting canceled, and Legacies was the last show to get announced. So we were already like on the edge of our seats waiting.
It was the CW Red Wedding.
It was honestly, like the fact that I don't even know, I haven't even watched the scene, but I just know that shit means bad luck or murder. It was like a slaughterhouse.
It was a bloodbath.
It was a bloodbath. It was an emotional thing. I know that a lot of people.
Thousands of people were out of jobs. I mean, people of color shows, queer leads, female led shows.
And then and like what's even more like unsurreal about this experience was that like there was every show's getting canceled, and then they're like, yeah, let's go ahead and make a prequel to like 85 fucking shows.
White
then let's make another superhero show, but we don't have the rights to the main character, so we have to make his name up. And I'm just like,
And the stupid thing is the CW wanted to keep Legacies for at least a couple more seasons, but it was the WB that chose to cancel it.
Yeah, just like how they did with Buffy.
Yeah.
You know, but behind the scenes, we've been promoting on Twitter. If you guys don't follow us on Twitter, that's where you get the most updates. We've been also promoting it on the Handon Weekly Instagram and also our personal Instagrams. We've been having, you know, the petition go around, which is almost at like 33K signatures. Yep. That the main focus that we're aiming for is Netflix, because once again, it's the most likely network that can pick Legacies up. So when you make any tweets, or if you're watching Legacies, whatever, make sure to tag Netflix and also save Legacies. That is the tag that we're using every week. So when Legacies come back next week, we'll be using hashtag save Legacies so it can trend again instead of renew Legacies. We have a GoFundMe for, that was made by Handon, which is more so making sure to show, you know, us wanting to renew Legacies or getting it saved.
It's for getting a billboard, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be like 1 to 2 billboards. So once again, it's going to help promote the show. And if you see people complain about it, who cares? There's been 3 other shows that have done the billboard, and there have been no complaints. But when it comes to us trying to save our show, it's a problem.
Every share and every dollar helps, guys. Like every time
exactly.
you share, even if you donate a dollar, it helps. Like it, you know, we all 3 of us have donated. You know.
For those who said I was scamming people out of money.
Yeah.
I myself donated, so I'm scamming myself apparently.
Yeah. Like it's crazy to me though that we like and Handon did like a whole like 3 to 4 paragraphs about the significance of the show to its fans, and that this show's been on, you know, the CW for 13 plus years, and the ending for season 4 is not going to be fulfilled, even though they try to like, you know, make it a season finale. It still has stuff that it still had more potential and more storylines to be done, and we at least want the show to be continued. Why would we scam 6K? Like what would that do for us?
We think the show deserves a chance, and that's what we're trying to do. Is we want to show people that we love this show, that the show matters, that we want to fight for it because and I made a tweet about this, and I said, like, how did Legacies change your life? And I'll read through some of those tweets later, and we'll answer those as well, or answer that question as well. But like, it's just to show Netflix and WB and CW and the people who worked on the show, who, you know, people, not even the cast, but like the crew behind the scenes who put everything into this show. You know, Jennifer, for example, like all
my
of their
queen.
work,
I love that woman so
all
much.
of their work, we want them to know that we appreciate everything they put into it for us, and we're not fighting just for us, but we're fighting for them.
Yeah, like once again, like everybody's like making this thing about like, oh my God, like since it's free or whatever, but like people got like they lost their jobs. Yeah. And we're still in a pandemic. So it's like, yeah, let's celebrate people losing their jobs. And yeah, let's just go ahead. This is not just that. These are people that put their 3 to 4 years into this show, coming together, going through like thrift stores to find outfits to craft so it can match the character's personality and storyline, the precisionness and preciseness of picking out, you know, earrings and jewelry and accessories, the creativity to handpick specific writers to do and handle specific, you know, storylines. They're losing a show that they've worked on, that they've grown comfortable with, and that they had storylines already planned in the future for, because the program felt like they couldn't handle what deals they were going to bring. This did not have to do with nobody canceling the show. It was just the company that just did it itself.
Yeah.
So once again, we're going to keep fighting for this show.
We're going to fight, and we're going to, at least we know that we didn't go down without a fight.
Like, regardless of what happens, you cannot say that the Legacy fandom didn't push to their hardest to make sure the show got renewed for a 5th season at most. You know, between that and, you know, we'll be linking everything down so you can do the petition, or if you can donate, if you must, if you want to. Keeping updates, like we're you know, just trying to let anybody know any way we can that we're going to be still here to fight.
Also, if you have Netflix, if you have Legacies on Netflix, binge it. Watch it. Don't put it on mute though, because it doesn't count. Even if you have it on the background, low volume, just binge it over and over again, because like we need the views. That's what
we've been trending since the cancellation announcement.
Our hashtag's been trending. We've been trending on Netflix. we're almost at $1,000 for the billboard. Our petition, like Naj was saying, is almost at 33K.
At 33, out of 35.
We need to keep it going, guys, because you know what? Lucifer, Manifest, those shows, they didn't give up. You know, they got renewed within a month to 2 months after they were canceled. So it's possible. But the thing is we can't give up. We have to stick in there for the fight. People are going to expect us to dwindle down or to die out. But you know what? Legacies doesn't fucking die out. Hope never gives up. We're never giving up.
Oh yeah, one thing Hope not gonna do, she's not gonna give up. So
I'll never give up hope.
Hope, oh my God.
And like we are a family. And this fight is proving that we're a family.
Yeah, like we all come together to create this. Like this was handcrafted. We've spent days, you know, and weeks to, you know, make billboard ideas, to help make tag, to help make streaming, like streaming dates for all of us whenever to use the tag. Like at least we want, you know, the actors and designers and everybody that's been working on the show, that we still care. You know, like this is not just like, oh, we don't care about the show. This is us wanting to like show our support, and that we're going to continue to do so. Just make sure that y'all stream, you know, Legacies on Netflix, and Legacies will be coming to Netflix like in a few weeks. So,
someone wise once told me to not let the bastards grind you down. And at this point, I'm going to be straightforward. Like, you guys, we obviously will have people who are going to try to say, like, oh, this is ridiculous. Like, why are you doing this? But you can't let them tell you what you should and shouldn't do. Because if the show matters to you, then it matters to you and not to other people or what other people think. You know, don't let people's words stop you from doing what you want to do and protecting a show that you loved and have become a part of your life for the last like 4 years, especially with us. Like the show has changed our life. Like, look where we are now.
Yeah, this show changed us a lot. And for us personally, we got closer during one of like the darkest, you know, eras in like 100 years. You know, we had COVID, and then the show got stopped. So I mean, well, COVID was happening, so we had to essentially find.
I said season 2, the darkest.
Yeah.
You said fucking COVID, and I was like, oh God.
But that was the whole thing when we started this podcast. Like, we're lucky because we have this podcast. We're lucky because we're able to come together every week and talk and hopefully bring a safe space to other people of this, like other fans in this show, where they just got to sit and listen to us talk, you know, and just feel like they are part of something.
Yeah, and season two, it was like a dark time, because once again we all started to talk more, and we were all like, you know, we should just make this podcast to talk about Legacies. We didn't know how far we were going to go. We just were doing it for the fun of it, and not only did it help people that stream us and like enjoy us, but it also helped Handon find a safe place, because we were getting hated on badly during season 2. Even now, it got like less compared to before, but season 2 was a horrible experience. And we were able to promote the show, keep the fandom alive for those like 4 to 5 plus. What was it? How many months was that? Like
a lot.
It was a lot of months. Like we were able to like provide videos every week and at least bring you guys laughter and joy for those times. And we're going to continue to do so now. We're not going to stop, you know, because the shows have been canceled. We're going to continue to go. Even if we don't get renewed, we're going to still make podcast episodes, because this is a show that we all fell in love with. And we all, you know, bonded over, and we talk to each other every day about the show and about other things too. You know, like we're going to see each other later this year at the con, because if y'all can't go to the one that happened now, or if y'all want to see the cast one last time, there's a Super Squad Con that's coming. You can see them virtual or in person. So if y'all want your last minute to see them, that's your chance in December. And we also, like, due to us making this podcast, the people that we made it for even knows about us, our existence. Yeah. And I think that's one of the biggest accomplishments, and we still want to show them that, yes, we made a podcast for the show and for our favorite ship on the show, but we also want to continue to, you know, promote and do whatever we can to bring, you know, the show.
Yeah, because this podcast is not just Legacies anymore.
Yeah.
This podcast is like, there's no way that I think that we could not film this podcast anymore. Like, we're so close and we've become such a family that, like, I really, it would feel like such a loss. It would feel like I would grieve if we lost the podcast.
Yeah, I feel like the one thing that the first thing that we really talked about when the show was announced that it was canceled was like, I think we in the group chat or something, we were like, so what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
I think that's like the first thing we said, and I think I was like, I don't want to give this up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we can find things that will that would be good for this for this podcast. While we will always love Legacies, and whether or not the show gets renewed or not, or picked up, I feel like we still should be able to do this.
Yeah, I mean, once again, we have so much stuff to talk about. Yes, we're gonna still do Legacy episodes. Like, we're still gonna do for some of the ideas we have. We have a lot of Handon episodes that we can do. We have a lot of season 1 to 4 episodes that we can do. But we don't want to exhaust ourselves, because this podcast can essentially last us a lifetime. And we don't want to put out all our Legacy content within the first few months because the show is done. There's other shows that will be coming out around the time that Legacies ends.
And look up for that.
Definitely.
And if you guys have any suggestions as to what shows you want us to watch, or shows that are coming out that we should watch, definitely let us know, because we want to.
I personally want to do One Tree Hill. Just saying. I'm just saying. And then when Naj starts watching Teen Wolf,
yes. Says, due to Legacies leaving or going on a season finale thing, depending on if we get renewed or not. Teen Wolf will be taking its slot after I finish First Kill, which is comes out June 10th. So in July-ish, I'll be, or maybe August, I'll be starting Teen Wolf. Well, I'll probably be already starting it, but posting on YouTube-wise, it'll be coming later in August or something like that. And I'm excited. I'm excited to find some other shows to watch. So, you want me to react to other shows?
Yeah, First Kill is definitely going to be one show we're going to discuss.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know if you guys want us to do this episode by episode.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. One thing that we were deciding to do was I mentioned that we should rewatch season 1 to 4 of Legacies and do an episode by episode analysis.
Yeah.
Which is I feel like a lot of podcasts do it, where they rewatch and give more of a dissection of the episodes. And now, since we already know how the show ends, we can now realize or pinpoint now things that was wasted, things that had potential, things that made no sense because it was never explored. Now we have the full circle, so where we can go back from the beginning. I also mentioned that we can do Handon rankings, scenes, kisses, whatever, or not even just Handon stuff. We also can do character stuff. It's so much stuff that we can do. We can also revamp our old videos when we did our character videos. To stay now or 2 seasons later down the line. But we can't exhaust ourselves and do Legacies every week,
Yeah.
Oh no, my Aria candle. Where's my Aria candle?
Oh yeah, come on. You gotta find that. That's our, we need that for the fact that the Legacies is coming back tomorrow. I mean next week. What the fuck?
All right. Once is ready, we'll. Okay,
oh, yeah.
Back.
Okay, so what was we saying?
We were kind of talking
you dare! No Landon burning candles, unless we find another one at the con. I'll slide it by you.
Yeah. Okay. So I like this episode's not going to be super long. It's not going to be as long as we normally have our episodes. But like Naj was saying, we wanted to mention the hashtag and the billboard and stuff like that. And like we were saying, you guys, every share helps, every tag helps, every watch helps. Just do what you can. But I had asked the question a little while ago about how Legacies changed your life, and quite a few people answered, and I just want to talk a little bit about those, give a shout out to all the people that answered the question, and then maybe we can answer it ourselves. I know we've kind of already talked about this in some of our episodes, but I think it would be a good way, especially since the show's coming back next week, for us to just remind people that this show is more than just a show. So I don't. Do you guys want to start? Do you want me to read off some?
You you can start with everybody else first, so we can like end it off with coming to us, with us ending off.
Okay. So, like I said, I put this on Twitter, and I actually had quite a few people that I don't even think that they follow me who answered this. So, which really goes to show you how much Legacies, like the impact Legacies has, because like this was being found in places that I didn't even know, like
it was promoted.
So this is at Molly Rad Lauer. Legacies has a bi character and a gay character, whose actor is also gay, and that gives me hope as a bi woman that queer people like me deserve love and happiness too, and that being me is okay, and that's for them. That's what Legacies brought to them, and I think that a lot of people can. And there's a lot of people who say that the queer representation in Legacies is not it. Maybe it's not it for you. That's not the same story for everyone else. And I feel like Legacies has helped a lot of people, is included, that it is okay to be true to yourself and be queer, and like understand that your sexuality is your sexuality, and you don't have to be ashamed of that, and because a lot of people do make you feel that way, or it's just be yourself. And I think that Legacies does have that message, and has given that message to a lot of people.
Yeah, especially with the Jed storyline this season, you really got to see, his conflict of how he felt about Ben, and more so his realization and the process of that. You also get to see like different type of relationships and different type of like kind of interactions between these couples, just play out. But it always goes down to the point that every relationship, they wanted happiness, and it got happiness in some way or some form. And to know that this show has touched people to feel comfortable with what they are, who they are, it's something that's very important. I feel like a lot of shows more so don't really aim to explore a lot of ships and a lot of dimensions. So seeing it be like different relationships, like Ben and Jed, Finch and Josie, a lot of a lot of their like explorations of their relationships is something that's very important. So it is valid.
Yeah.
Whatever you do.
And that's actually a lot of answers that I got. A lot of people had said that. Another one that I got was that it helped them. It was their comfort show, and it helped them through dark times. And I remember, for me, that was, I've been through something like that, and to find a show that helps you just escape from the reality of life sometimes is so therapeutic, because it gives your brain almost a chance to just take a breath. Like, I know that sounds weird, but it is. It's like watching Legacies was like taking a deep breath and just being able to escape from all of the pressure and weight that you have on your shoulders, whether it be college or like school in general, or family, or relationships, or your job, or whatever, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like with Legacies, I watched season 1 and I enjoyed it very much. I think it became my comfort show during season 2, and it got more like it became more serious during COVID, because of this was the show that brought me serotonin. It was a show that not only brought me comfort, but it brought me a family. And so during that time, to see other people be able to we shared similarities of why the show was our comfort show. It's understandable that you can just watch this show and not get that much emotion. I mean, like, there is some emotional scenes, but you don't gotta worry about your favorite character dying unless it's Landon Kirby. But like, this show was fun. It's fun. You get to see like teenagers explore life and kill monsters. It was something just so therapeutic about Legacies, to where it is it's no surprise that it became a lot of people's comfort show over the years. So this show ending is not only like ending your comfort, it's also just like taking it away from you, because now you have to repeat that cycle all over again.
Yeah.
And for me, my comfort show when I was younger was Degrassi, and I didn't watch it. I didn't find a show like that until like 5 or 6 years later. So I was like 4 to 6 years without a comfort show until I found Legacies. So in a sense, like now I'm gonna have to repeat that cycle all over again and find a new show that can fill the void that Legacies has filled, which is impossible.
Like building on that, at S3EP32 said, I watched every week, and all the characters basically became my family, and they made me feel like I was less alone. Which, I mean,
for me, I can feel like I don't know. I just can't like imagine not watching it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like we've watched 2 other shows that it was so amazing, and then have a continuation of a kid, one of the most like infamous characters, have her life be explored, and people around her and how she's shaped. She's like shaped into this different character compared to how she was in the originals. It was just something amazing to see because it is like a family. You grew up with Hope Michael since she was literally born to her being 16 to then being almost 20 when the show ends. You watched her grow for like the 20 years in the Vampire Diaries universe, but it's 4 years to 5 years for us in real life. You watched her grow. You watched the twins grow. You watched Alaric become like this dude that used to be getting drunk to being a drunk parent. You've seen a lot of people. You see everybody grow and interact differently over the 13 years that some characters been in the others previous Vampire Diaries universe, and then watching them close off their story, you're watching them basically grow up like a family. So in a sense, they're like people that because you know them better than anyone because we've watched them go through every type of encounter to see them now stand as they are now. So
yeah. And if you think about like the flip side of things, we've been talking a lot about emotional stuff, but if we go into even stuff on the flip side of it, for instance, people who write, like I know that like I write, and writing Legacies fanfiction or Handon fanfiction has given me courage, and it's helped me become a better writer. But then also, like Tiff, for instance, who is an amazing Handon editor, through Handon, through Legacies, was able to persevere and push through to her dream of where she wanted to go to school and what she wanted to do. And that wouldn't have happened, in her words, if she hadn't have found Legacies and began editing for Legacies. So it's like, it's not even just emotions that the show has brought. It's experience and it's hope. I mean, it's hope, and it's a family, and it's love, and it's courage. Like the line where Vardamus was like, she's giving them courage, has never been more fucking true in any show than it is in this one. Because hope not only gives us courage, but she also gives us hope. And I know that's very redundant when you say hope and hope, but like it's so fucking true though. Like,
yeah.
And it's relatable. I think I've said that before, is Legacies is so fucking relatable because it's not 150-year-old vampires falling for some cheerleader. You know what I mean? And yeah, okay, that trope is whatever, Twilight, all of those things. But these are like real people, real kids of all walks of life, like, MG with his ADHD, and, Lizzie with being bipolar, and then Hope and her grief and her trauma, and, Landon being a foster kid, and like all of these different real people, that you can relate to. There's one person on that show that you could probably relate to the most, and that's what Legacies brings us.
Legacies for me was a show that I could like just watch, and so I feel like a lot of shows that I've encountered, a lot of shows were just like I said before, it was a show that I can just like watch and enjoy and just breeze through. I even watched it with my mom because like it was a show that I enjoyed a lot. Like, in the fact that this is probably the show that has the least merch, the least stuff, I would have spent money bread on Legacies alone because I love the characters and like how different they are. And as much as like we may like not like certain characters or their actions, this is the most characters doing different things and not always trying to be like, oh, let's be a group. Even though they try to be a group on the show, like you still see conflicts, which just happens in real life. You see friends disagreeing, which happens in real life. You see breakups, you see makeups, you see, you know, abuse or, you know, alcohol abuse, like you see manipulation, betrayal.
Yeah, they make mistakes, which is what every person does, and yet it's never talked about, and it is in the show. Like, you know.
Yeah, and then you know, like the importance of mental health, like Lizzie being such an important character and how they definitely did an amazing job writing like season 4 and, you know, describing it more because in season 1 you got to see off the bat. That's one of the like good insights of like, you know, the writing. And plus the writing itself got us to write ourselves because for me, I haven't written like any type of story since I was in high school. And when I joined the Legacy fandom, I started to write. I even finished like my first ever story in a while. The last story that I've ever written and fully fulfilled was like a Handon, I mean not Handon, you know, a Hunger Games fan fiction from like 2013. So like Legacies brought me out in a lot of different things because I started to do, you know, videos for shows. I started to at least write stories for the show. I started to make edits and video edits and GIFs for the show. And Legacies brought me out of my comfort zone to do a lot of things that I never thought I would do ever. This was like the most touching show of my life because I would had not harassed my dad to give me a new computer so I can like do editing for the show or to make like, you know, hand-in edits or other ship edits or manips. Like it just, well, I don't really have to do manips, but you know, just like different scenarios in the case where Legacies made me do a lot of things that I probably would have never done, picked up new hobbies. So like the importance of the writing and, you know, the directing and the scenes and the characters, it influenced me a lot. So yeah.
Yep.
I love how we're supposed to be talking about art, like how it impacted us last, and I already talked about all my shit in between every like person's.
That's okay though, because like I said, it's so real, and I wanted this episode to be raw. Like I wanted it just to be us talking about Legacies in its most genuine form. You know, and I mean, for the most part, I'm not going to edit most of this because I don't need to, because it is raw, because it is real. And we want, and I hope Netflix watches this, and I hope the people who work on the set watches this. I want them to know what they have created, what they have done, and what letting go of this show would also mean. And it's almost like I want there to be a record saying like, yes, this show mattered. It doesn't matter what other people think of it, or like if it didn't matter to them, because it mattered to us, you know. And and
it's one of those weird things that like people try to shame you for still caring about a show when they cared about that literally a whole like 6 months before. It's so weird to see like people trash people liking shows when they had the same genuine feeling. And I don't like how people sit here and try to like belittle people's opinions or caring about the show when you probably stand a show that probably trashed than Legacies. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why everybody's becoming TV show enthusiasts. Oh, now we know actors and actresses' emotions now. Like, no. We're doing it because this show brought us comfort for 4 years. And even during the darkest time, like I said, which was COVID, you know, us being in our homes, us, you know, having to find things to like keep us entertained, you know, during, you know, quarantine. Legacies was a show that a lot of people watched, and I remember it trending on Netflix because of people watching, and so many new fans joined. Like so many fans gave season 4 a chance after season 3, and a lot of people saw the potential in season 4, and the fact that people are now joining the fandom just for it to end on such a big plotline, which is the gods, that sucks. And people have a right to try to show that they care about the show. So no, we do not care what you say about us doing a petition about the show. We're still gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
Like we haven't, like, nobody gives up before. The Lucifer fandom didn't give up before, and trust me, they got like 3 basically, 3 seasons. Like I hate to tell you that, but no.
Should never ever feel ashamed for loving something that brings you comfort and brings you happiness, because our happiness is our own. It's no one else's. It's like our sexuality is our own. It's no one else's. It's we are allowed to love or do or write about or create or fight for what makes us happy.
Yep.
Because no one else is going to do that for us. And people who are upset because, an actress left, or, because they didn't get their ship, and are, if they're coming against you, if you're fighting for the show, do not be ashamed that you're fighting for the show. Don't let those people tell you what you should and should not be allowed to love. Because I'm going to do in the most basic form is love, right? And it extends all across.
I will say,
everything.
I'm not going to say too much, but we're being seen, guys. You believe it or not, we're being seen, and I'm not just saying by Netflix. I'm saying just in general, we're being seen, and people are seeing this, and I'm sure they are very grateful. But just remember that never be ashamed of loving a TV show, because what people don't realize is that it's not just a TV show to some people, especially the cast and especially the crew.
Yeah.
And if you guys are celebrating, it's just awful.
Tacky. Petty.
It's terrible.
So, okay, I know Naj already kind of she answered it throughout all the questions. But so do you want to say kind of what Legacies brought to you? Yes.
You guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the most important. I don't know. I don't want to get sad. I don't want to.
I know that Vit had answered the question and had said, and if she was here, she also would say us and the other people, not just us three, but like other people as well.
Yeah.
Friendships and a family that never would have met without, like, we all live in all different areas of
all time zone galore.
And like
praise to Vit though, because Vit is like has it the worst out of us, because she's like she's so ahead of us, and she's like always staying up and like
she's committed, honestly.
Yeah.
Bless her.
But like like we legit, guys, I know we've said this before, but we legitimately are a family. We are.
I don't think there's a single day where we don't
we talk
without
every
talking.
day. Like, we talk every day. If it's not through Zoom, it's through some type of group chat. We have so many. Like we don't even talk about Legacies during the time. We got so comfortable with each other during like 2 years.
If only, guys, if only you saw the name of our chat on Instagram. Like,
no, yeah, it's like we've gone so comfortable with each other. We can just say however we feel and be like, yeah, I've seen it. Like these people know me like no one else has, and like a lot of not even just us. Like a lot of people branched out and found their best friends. People have found love in the fandom. I've known so many friends of mine that are like dating and able for like Handon. It's like just random people in the fandom. To like now seeing people meeting up, traveling across the world to see each other. Like it is like this show is not just a fucking show. Exactly, right? And by us later this like it's
us in December, and I'm
like
maybe in December. Anyways,
stop it. But December is going to be kind of double for me, so.
And then plus we're also
not you doing it in front of us like this. Right. She's not even here.
Yeah, listening.
She'll be seeing it. And then also we'll be meeting Jennifer.
Well, hopefully we'll be meeting Jennifer.
But we'll be meeting Danielle in July. The day before the 4th of July. So our hearts will be bursting that day.
Will there be fireworks? Anyways.
And the thing is that like we're so excited to talk to Danielle because once again, it can finally get our meeting that she deserves. But
I was there, but I was okay. First of all, I was there.
You were there.
Those who saying that I wasn't.
Yeah, right. People were really waiting and watching for you to join the meeting room. Fucking weirdos. But like they were like already there. Isn't it the room? Damn, are y'all there? Are y'all in the meeting too?
I wasn't even in the meeting room though. Like I wasn't like, okay, so first of all, people were saying I didn't get to meet the Danielle. You have no idea. Cut that out. Never mind.
No, this is raw. This is real.
I got to talk to Danielle. I did not get to see her.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I got to listen to her voice. But when she does see me, it's gonna be
this might be gone from Twitter for a good couple hours. She might not be. If we might have to like do a seance to pay her back. But like I feel like I'm really hoping that when we see her in July that I can continue my tears. Because we're already going to see the finale, so we're already going to know how the show ends, and then to see her say, "Hey," like because she's gonna remember us. I know it, because she remembered us before, and then it's gonna make me cry. I don't want to cry.
She remembered you.
Did I just want to cry? I don't want to cry. Like I feel like
She recognized you. Yeah.
Instantly. Wait a second.
She did remember me.
Wait a damn minute.
She's gonna remember you, Ish. Come on.
No, she's not. No, she's not.
She was
she's not gonna know who I am. She's not gonna.
Yo, we'll subscribe to you. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I just know that I might just cry when they get off. Like, when like, oh yeah, the meeting's over, guys. I'm like, and then get ready for the second one.
I'm gonna be seeing her 3 times. Yes, I have the meeting room too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be seeing her 3 times, and then after that we have 5 months, and then we're gonna see her again. Whoa! July 3rd, we're seeing her. We're going to be going there December 3rd. What the fuck? How did I not notice that until now? Hell. But yes.
Well, if you are watching this, you can tell we're very excited.
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited.
Hey, love. Epic hug, please.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about. Awesome. Only Danielle. I mean, you guys know, but only Danielle and I know what that means. So.
Right. Communication. Like, y'all will never know. And then speaking of knowing, if y'all do want to go to the con that we're talking about, make sure to use
Not you promoting.
Well, I know that. Oh yeah, please. If you are, if you're unable to attend the July 3rd or December 3rd con, make sure to DM. There's 4 accounts where you can send your messages, your art, and your fan art, and your pictures to, so we can make this fan book. They will be specially delivered from some of us to the cast members. So we'll be getting a chance to see them react to the book, or at least receiving the book in real time. And you might be stressful for y'all.
Yes, we have
the book for me if I have to hand somebody a book.
We need more stuff sent in to Danielle because, guys, come on, Danielle deserves lots of messages.
Exactly, especially now since the show has been canceled. You can express, how much each of these characters meant to you. We have a Danielle one, a Mono one, a Ben one, and I think a Jenny one as well. Yeah, Jenny one. And you can send your messages, and we'll send them by. And if you need a translator, we definitely got you. So.
You talk about how Danielle looks like she gives really good hugs.
You see
we're gonna find out in December.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, can you imagine me just being so short? I'm just like, hi guys. Like, imagine Jenny. Actually, he won't have to bend down because I'm short as fuck. I'm like, hi. This is embarrassing. Maybe I wear some stiletto boots. It
wasn't so bad though when Iz and I were standing side by side though, was it, Iz?
Why you gotta use me an example?
It depends on the pose though. Like, what if they want to come in for a hug or something, and I'm just like a little ant.
I mean, I did have to bend a little bit to hug Iz, so.
Well, that's when I light myself on fire.
That's when I decided to just hit the bridge,
I mean, but it wasn't so bad, right, Iz? Was it?
It was bad when you did the recording of the milkshake. That took me the fuck out, okay? It was just like, it was a recording. What do you
want me to do? Hold it out my stomach?
I don't know, but every
time stomach.
I just think about it so much. The stomach. I start to cry because is Robyn just recording to see is struggling with the fucking blender. I swear to God. Everybody's like, oh, is it working? I'm just
No, Robyn
He's
Robyn
mad.
lost it. Robyn lost it when I took out the fork.
No, but the fact that I don't know what type of whipped cream Handon used. I don't know if it was freshly whipped, but that shit don't stay at the bottom of the milkshake. I don't know what to tell y'all.
We're doing that. We are making those in December. Just FYI.
Yeah, I am an expert at peanut butter blast now.
Okay, but what if you made them adult version? What if we made them with like Bailey's or Kahlua or something?
What is that?
I mean,
but
you
like,
never heard of Bailey's?
I mean, we do, yeah. Bailey's.
But like,
We
no, I
do
know
want
about
a
that.
drink, right? We do want to. We do
But
want
like,
to.
do they go well with milk?
Well, Bailey's does.
Yeah,
Okay,
Bailey's
so
is
there's
cream.
a drink. You can make a drink with Bailey's and milk. It's called the Brown Cow.
Not y'all trying to get, not y'all trying to have us have an adult Handon milkshake out of pocket. Well, what if Lady do that for Hope? Like, since we're illegal.
I mean, it would probably taste really fucking good.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it depends. It depends on what day we do it, so we don't be drunk for the con.
Sunday night.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should do it when we like get hyped
Thursday
for the
night.
Thursday episode.
Thursday
Oh my
night.
god!
We
There's
won't
not
have
going to
an
be an
episode.
episode.
How are we gonna do our collab?
I told you we gotta do truth or drink.
Oh, we're talking
Okay, yeah.
about
Thursday night. Guys, you're hearing it right now. Thursday night before the con, December 2nd? December 2nd.
episode.
We're going to have Truth or Drink. We'll film a live podcast episode and we'll all just be sitting around the laptop.
Truth or drink? Is it gonna be legacy questions?
Yes. Because
Oh yeah. Okay.
No personal questions. Personal questions will be for
Be
when
like truth or dare. I'm like dare. They're like, if you had to choose, I dare you. Well, I dare you to choose between Landon or Hope. I'm like, I'm gonna tell you.
Landon.
No, because if it was not Legacies related and we played Truth or Dare, the dares.
It was like go outside, run around, saying you love Danielle.
I would do that.
I mean, Iz would do that without the dare.
You don't have to dare me.
You could just whisper it. She'll probably be alright outside.
Anyway,
No, honestly.
So, but what gave that woman the right to be so fine as fuck? Like this.
The outfit, the jean jacket in this outfit was.
There's just something different about her in a
So this is
ponytail.
now the thirst hours of the podcast.
Well, I was looking at the picture.
Not the.
So
true. I can't like. We're gonna see her in like a month and a week.
Hey guys, if you want to see us live react to a Legacies episode, start working on that hashtag. Donate, share.
Y'all want to watch us react in full time? Yeah. If you want to see us like have her uncut.
if you guys, I don't know if I ever posted. Did I ever post my reaction after Danielle followed me?
No.
I know I sent it to you guys.
Yeah.
I don't think
Like
so.
if you guys share and donate, I will post my reaction to what happened after Danielle followed me.
Okay, what if I up the ante and I say, if the show gets saved, I will do an entire episode on video.
We get to see what you look like. No, actually, we won. We won. We fucking won.
Run up! You're lying.
I have never seen Robyn in person. I don't know what she looks like.
No.
So
None of them.
Maybe it's
No one
a
knows.
she stayed at my apartment for like a week, and I have no idea what she looks like.
It's gonna be a shocker. Like, can you imagine? Like, I'm finally gonna see the face behind the picture of Handon. Holy shit!
Danielle who? No, I'm kidding.
I look a lot like Arya.
Wrong half, sweetheart.
Wrong step. No, but can you imagine? All right, coming to the con too.
Yeah.
That bitch will take my wallet. I give it to him.
I'm telling you, right
And
now, it's gonna be so crazy to me when I like buy something up for the con. Then I'm like, new guest, Arya Shaka send me. I'm like, dance to make her dance.
well, Arya's yours, so I need to give you this candle.
Not the kid. Okay, he's still your comfort character. You keep that candle.
He is my comfort character.
He's the fact that like he The fact that I almost cried when they said that he had his contract, that was his contract, I was like, bitch. I was so mad. I had to laugh. Like, I was about to cry. I was like, y'all don't deserve these tears. Y'all don't. But, yes.
You know what I find? Well, you know
Yes.
what I love? Is that we all love Handon, and yet not a single one of us is straight.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the straightest of them all. Not you fucking laughing. I hate you. Did you see what Arden put underneath my tweet? She goes, "Oh look, another fellow lesbian."
You guys should know is recently came out. We're so proud of her. Yay!
I mean, it wasn't a secret.
It wasn't.
I just physically said it.
It wasn't a secret. No.
Not it wasn't a secret. It's a secret. Can you keep it? I'm sorry.
Our group chat is literally called "I'm So Gay."
Well,
I mean,
That's
half of it.
That's the last half of it.
We don't want to say the first half.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. But the last half of it is "I'm so gay." So, there you go. We all.
You guys didn't see what I did. Never mind.
With the candle.
Luckily this time, I always catch you every other time though. So
Other
yeah.
times.
But anyways, that was a little update about what's been happening with Legacies. Once again, Legacies will be back. So we'll be back on our grinds. # save Legacies, not renew. # save Legacies. There will be a few accounts that we'll be retweeting that will have the questions to help the tag trend on Thursday. If you want any information about the cons to see the cast members, let us know. If you want to talk about, message us more messages about what you want to send to the con, let us know. And
if you have any ideas as far as like anything else we can do to promote the show,
definitely let us know. And also Petition and the GoFundMe with link so you can check that out. Donate if you can. Don't force yourself. Once again, this is just us trying to get the show renewed for a third season.
And huge shout out to the Hizzies that are also in on this as well. The Handons and the Hizzies that are helping with this. I know, like, Brew is a huge voice in this fandom.
Brew will literally yell at you. Don't use that. So
she comes after us.
Yeah,
yes.
Brew
ever
is on it. Brew is probably our biggest warrior. So guys, like, honestly, go do her threads. Listen to her because
the threats will come.
It's like huge shout out to you guys. Obviously, this can't be done alone. So like this fight is all of ours. So we all have to contribute.
And huge thanks to Liz for the billboard concepts that she's made over the last week. Truly appreciate it. And Mary and Hilda for getting contacts for us making this billboard possible. We truly appreciate you guys a lot. So thank you. So see y'all. Bye.
Bye.